Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's his next move? Let's find out in the charts right here. Wow. Well, we've seen Bitcoin. Let me just move my mouse over here, and you've seen Bitcoin continue its run up here and creating a W. We're going to be talking about that and more in today's episode. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm currently at the address Skyview. I'm in the Pi 5x5, and I'm going to be doing the show here because actually my studio is being constructed today, and probably for about a week or so that they're going to be working in my villa to construct a nice studio for doing my videos. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, it's been a wild ride up. Finally the fear and greed index has gone the other way, and I just realized, you know what? I was talking to somebody. The best strategy was if we could use the fear and greed index for what's it called, dollar cost averaging. So whenever the fear and greed index is below 50, you should be dollar cost averaging buying in to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And when it's above the 50 mark, you should be holding, waiting until we're below 50 again. Right? So I think that'd be a great strategy for people to adopt. Anyhow, let's get into the charts and talk about what's going on with Bitcoin. So I'm going to see how we can trade this. And if you're interested in trading it, right, you can do so at buybit.davincij15.com or femex.davincij15.com and earn again a $41,000 trade if you go 10x leverage at those two exchanges. So yeah. Okay, so you can see clearly we're Wing out here. We see some Wing out patterns in the. I'm using a trackpad here, so it's not the greatest. I'm going to have to switch to a mouse, and you can see there's a Wing pattern on the lower time frames. Right now we're at the 4 hour, and you can see it kind of failed and it came back, kind of spooked us, and then now it's creating another W-ishing pattern, a larger one here. So this thing could pump even higher. So if we turn on the RockinBrainer indicators, and you can see we are in a buy zone for the 4 hour for sure. So definitely worth looking at buying here. Let's go down to the shorter time frame, see what we're seeing. See if there's any kind of indication that maybe we're too early, too late for this move. Yeah, looks like it is kind of overbought here, so there might be a little bit of a pullback, just a little bit, come back to 13 EMA before we take off. Taking a look at the hourly, let's just go up a bit. You can see the hourly has also gotten a little bit overextended, but it's still got indicators still have room for it to run. So we might break above the 45,600. Notice how prices ran up to that my resistance level, and then was rejected, and you even got a sell signal on the RockinBrainer indicator. So if you're interested in this indicator, you can do so. Very simple indicator. I know it seems like, wow, this indicator is a no-brainer. Yes. So it makes no sense why you wouldn't have one if you're trading on a day-to-day basis, to have this indicator to help you get some decent trades off, right, with a simple buy and sell indications on the chart. So here's where you would you purchase your RockinBrainer indicator, payments.rockinbrainer.io. Also, make sure that you sign up for your Davitar. Because this drop is going to be big, man. I'm going to be pulling out all the stops, hiring people to help me build this thing into a massive project. So make sure that you get your slot in, right? But just send us your email. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us in Discord, and you can be a part of something special. There's only going to be 915, so it's just going to be pretty much. It's going to be really hard to get a hold of it. So, it's going to be a lot of luck, and that if you get whitelisted, right? So make sure you get in and get involved. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum. You can see that Ethereum, right? It has bounced off this chart, this resistance. Sorry, this trend line, and is breaking higher. It has to break above the 3,300 level before we can see some fireworks. But you know what? If we see this bounce off of this, it looks like it's getting exhausted. If you ask me, this 4-hour chart looks like if the price action is getting exhausted. So I wouldn't be surprised if we bounce off of this resistance, and then we'll see what it comes back to. But if we blow through that, we can see Ethereum head up to the 3,800 pretty fast, man, because there's like very little resistance once we break above that. And you can see there's let's see here, is there any downward support trend line? No, there isn't. So yeah, this thing could move very, very quickly to the $3,800 mark once we break above the $3,370. Oof, wow, that's an explosive move, right? On Ethereum. Let's kind of roll back to Bitcoin for a second and see where this thing can explode up to should it break out of that level of the $45,000 level. And you can see, let's go to the 4 hour so we have less on here. And let me turn off the indicator so that it's not as messy. You can see that, wow, the 50% mark was at the 50,000 is the area that we need to really break for me to say, yes, dude, we are in, we have clearly marked the bull market. I prefer us not to go straight through it, right, on a straight line, because that would be most likely, if we just keep going up like this, now this was a dead cat bounce. I'd prefer us to put in some bottoming, really cause people to struggle and hate Bitcoin and just like, you know, go, oh my God, I don't want to waste my time with this before we get up here. But hey, you know what? The market, Bitcoin will do whatever it wants to do, and it wants a pump. Well, that's what's going to happen. I really think that this pump could turn into a big dump and we're still in the bear market should we come up to the 55,000 straight on the straight line. If we make it really hard for people to get in, then I think this might be a solid bull market situation here. But let's see, right? I mean, the Fed is printing money, so you know what? Bitcoin could be taking a bid because the Federal Reserve, they're not stopping. And I don't know what happened with the CPIs, right? The CPI announcement, but I know that I'm sure the CPI is even worse today because I know they're announcing it as I'm speaking right now in this live video. Okay, so let's head over. If you want to trade, remember, if you want to trade this, you can trade this at bybit.davinci15.com, and also my DJ15 tokens. It's really easy to do. To get, all you have to do is have a MetaMask, right? Add the token to the MetaMask, right? And then boom, you can like just trade any token you want by swapping your Ethereum, your USDT, right into Davinci J15 tokens. And you don't have to go to Uniswap or 1inch to do any of that, because it'll automatically do it for you. So yeah. That's the advantage, right? That's how simple it is to buy the DJ15 tokens. And if you own the DJ15 tokens, make sure you use some of my referrals here. Okay, because I you know what? I take 12.5% of my my total gross revenue, and I buy up the tokens and burn them. Let's head over to the dominance and see what's going on. The dominance is stalled out. I have to correct this fib levels here. I've noticed that they were completely off. Sorry about that. I thought we were bouncing around the 38.2, but no, we bounced off of the 38.2. And we came back down from the resistance. So it's most likely looking like we're going to try to break the 42% resistance and go straight pummeling through. And if we do, we're heading straight up to 45 percent resistance level. So yeah, it's going to be a brutal ride for alts basically, and you can see things are not looking pretty. Now the only case that the alts again will have is if Bitcoin stays within this range here, within this like area, and really pisses people off and stays bouncing back and forth, it stays below the 45K and just gets people annoyed for months. But this doesn't look like it wants to do that. It's probably going to break straight up, and then yeah, that's going to be the most likely thing is the disastrous situation where this is just a straight up dead cat bounce. See you when I see you. But the only hope you could have for, which is rare, I wouldn't hold I wouldn't bet everything on it, is that the Federal Reserve loses control of the financial system, and this thing will just rocket straight to the moon once they lose control. Okay, well, we're looking for options to buy back into the alts here. That's going to come, of course, but not right now. There will be alts that will do well in the bear market, but you're going to have to do a little bit more studying and a lot of more work, sitting down and deciding which coin will do well and how and what to invest. I really suggest that if you want to the ones that if you want me to suggest a couple for you, I have to say that I'm not going to tell you which one to buy, but I am currently happy with my Casta and VPAD, right, and YOLO holding. So yeah, those are the coins that I'm happy with, and I'm not saying that you should buy them and that they're going to go to the moon, but that's where I am. I'm happy with those coins. All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it.